It's called one of the largest expansions in veteran healthcare. Millions of former service members exposed to toxins and other health hazards during military service are being given the green light years ahead of schedule to access the care. This historic expansion, spearheaded by the president, now puts veterans on the fast track to enrolling earlier than what's written in the law. You likely have questions. We're here to provide some answers. Starting March 5th, the phased-in approach of the PACT Act will be eliminated. This will accelerate the timeline in which certain groups of veterans can enroll directly in VA healthcare without first applying for VA benefits. Section 103 of the PACT Act law categorized veterans in 3 groups for phased healthcare, with some former service members having to wait nearly 10 years before being eligible for care. But under the president's order, all veterans who served in the Vietnam War, Gulf War, Iraq, Afghanistan, and other combat zones following 9/11, including the global war on terror, will now be eligible to enroll starting March 5th. The expansion also covers many veterans who never deployed as part of a wartime conflict, but were exposed to toxins or hazards while serving in the U.S. or abroad. To qualify, veterans must have participated in a toxic exposure risk activity, or TERA. VA leaders here in South Carolina and at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs are encouraging all veterans to take advantage.
You don't need to be sick or file a claim to become eligible for this care. All you have to do is show that you served in one of these locations or operations, or participated in one of the activities that could have exposed you to toxins or hazards. And even if you don't think you need this care today, you might need it tomorrow, or the next day, or 30 years from now. Remember that when you enroll in VA healthcare, that enrollment means access to care for life.
But with this expansion, you don't have to apply for the benefits. You go directly to the VHA and you can get qualify for those benefits without going through a service connection benefit claim. And the other thing is that all of the agencies, VBA, VHA, are working jointly. So if you needed eligibility, VBA is there working side by side with VHA to make sure that you get this care. And this is just the largest expansion of services that you have earned and deserved in the history of the VA.
I'm a veteran. I've served overseas in combat in areas where we're exposed to toxins. I understand the challenge, and I recognize that veterans, it's been challenging to work through some of the steps to get in this process. I think what the federal VA has done is try to streamline that process, the new availability of benefits, particularly to those veterans who have been exposed to toxins after 9/11, even here in the United States.
The VA says any veteran previously denied a toxic exposure-related claim should file a supplemental claim that will be reviewed under the new PACT Act law. There are several ways to start the process of filing for care and for benefits. We've linked all important information on our website at scdva.sc.gov.